Hello, Facebook. What is up? It's me, Alexis Olson here. I think it's like the afternoon. I don't know. I promise I didn't just wake up. I just got done meditating, so I might look a little sleepy or whatnot. Yeah. Anyway, how is everybody doing? If you're just hopping on, drop a 1 in the comments below. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Today is Wednesday, my favorite day of the week. My favorite day of the week. It's hump day. Hey everybody, say hi if you're just jumping on. Drop a 1 and let me know where you're watching from. I love to know where people are tuning in from, so comment below. Hi Emily. Hey Michael. Hey Kristen. What's up, girl? I just joined Kristen's challenge group and I'm super excited about that because your girl needs some accountability in her life. And I love being around people that are energetic and growing and working on themselves, especially in health and fitness. So love you, girl. From Canada, hello, Michael Stoyo from Washington. Hey, Stephanie, sorry, I can't talk right now. You can tell I just meditated. Hi, Tiffany from, where are you from? Kentucky? Hey, Jesse, what's up? Where are you tuning in from? Okay, so we have enough people on here. Whew, let me get my thoughts straight. So I just finished meditating. Yesterday I had a really, really shitty day and I wanted to talk about it. Pennsylvania, Tiffany from Missouri. Sorry about that. I did know that. Anyway, so if this is your first time watching me, drop a 2 in the comments below and let me know where you're tuning in from. So drop a 2 if it's the first time you ever hopping on one of my live videos. Hey, Kara, what's up, girlfriend? Okay, so yesterday I had a really crummy day and I know why. So anyway, and let me add that I've been having really, really bad dreams, like nightmares. And just like going from this place of like feeling really positive, feeling excited about my life transition and changes and just looking on the bright side of things, right? And just kind of telling myself over and over again, hi Jesse, that everything is happening for me, that I'm being guided, that everything is happening and it's happening for my, enlightenment or for me to progress in a positive direction, right? So nothing's happening to me, no victim mentality, none of that. And then I was I definitely think that I was putting like a wall up, by being so positive. And I never really gave myself a chance to feel and like work through some emotions, because underneath me knowing that things are going to be okay, things are going to work out, I was actually really hurting inside and really sad. And I felt really uncomfortable. And if any of you have gone through a breakup or are single, maybe you're still in this place no matter how long it was when you had a relationship, or maybe it was like a fling that fizzled out and it really hurt you. But I've been struggling with like feeling alone and feeling lonely, which are actually 2 different things. So what I did last night is I did a little bit of reading on it and it made me feel so much better. And I went to bed with so much peace, and I had a really good dream. I don't even remember it, but I just remember it being like a peaceful, happy dream. And then like waking up and feeling so much better, so much in tune, and so much more like myself. So that's kind of what I wanted to share about, is like how I got out of that. And then I wanted to share 3 things that I think are really important in business and life. If you follow me, you know that I like to give business tips for network marketers, for entrepreneurs, and just for everyone who's looking to grow in their life. So, hey Nikki, what's up, girl? Hey Rick. So yeah, anyway, so I did a lot of reading, and one thing that really stuck out for me from what I read, and I think I was on worthy.com, some like article that was shared on Facebook. So I was on worthy.com and the article was titled, I'll drop it in the comments below too. So, if you've ever gotten some really, really good advice from somebody on Facebook or a Facebook article that just shifted your perspective, then drop a flame in the comments below. Drop a flame if you've read or had a perspective shift from someone on social media that inspired you to make massive change or immediate change in your life. So drop a flame in the comments below. Okay, so I'm reading this article, right? And I believe that the title of it is how to be alone, or like 6 ways to like learn how to be alone, or the difference between being alone and lonely, something to that effect. So I'm reading this article, and one thing that really stuck out to me was that being alone is like being in solitude, like being by yourself, and then being lonely is like that shitty feeling, right? So being alone is okay, and then the being lonely is like that feeling we want to avoid. So yeah, keep dropping those flames if you've ever had a perspective shift from something you've read on social media or an influencer that inspires you. And let me know where you're tuning in from, if it's your first time joining or you're just hopping on. So anyway, I read that one thing that was very powerful for me, because I don't like feeling alone, and I feel like life is too short to not like have connection with somebody or be connected with people, because I think it's such a powerful and beautiful thing. But this was my perspective shift, was that if you can't learn how to be in the company of yourself, just with you, yourself, and I, and me, myself, and I, if you can't learn how to do that, then no one else is going to know how to sit with you. No one else is going to know how to be in your company if you can't find a way to do it yourself and be cool with it and be content with it and be at peace with it. And so I was like, okay, like I can roll with that. Like I can look at that. I can, you know, adopt that as like my own belief. So that's what I did. And then I woke up this morning and I was like, I can't feel this way anymore. You know, like I need to move through this. Like I need to realize that there is a bigger picture, that I do have control. Like fuck spiraling out of control. Like screw, sorry for my language, but screw trying to numb myself, screw going backwards into things that, you know, used to serve me but no longer do, because they're actually really, really unhealthy and actually make me feel empty inside, because that's not who I am anymore. And so that being said, I have to like call myself out, and I wasn't going to post about this because it's really no one's business. And I was actually going to post about it last night, but sometimes we have to go out and do research. And if you're from the community that I'm from, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes we have to go out and do research and remind ourselves why we made a positive choice, or why we made a new life decision, or a boundary, or a new minimum, or, you know, a point where you drew a line in the sand and said, I'm not going to live that way anymore, or I'm not going to let people treat me that way, or I'm not going to be around those types of people anymore because they don't serve my highest good. So sometimes you forget, right? So sometimes you dip into that lonely, depressed, anxious state, and you forget why you don't allow those things in your life, or why you stop doing certain things. So I forgot that for a moment, and needed to go do research and remind myself why I don't like that. And so for me, it's drinking or smoking cigarettes, or whatever crutch it is. For me, I don't know how to feel okay with myself and do those things. I don't know how to feel connected to like the woman I want to be and the woman I know I am when I do those things. I don't know why. I just don't know how to do it. And I don't know how to do it in moderation. And I hate being hungover. I'm not hungover today, but yesterday I was all day. I'm almost 25, and I had 4 drinks and I was hungover all freaking day. And I felt miserable. I felt depressed. I felt like I wasn't connected to my power. I just felt like I couldn't even do anything. I just felt like shit all day. And so my point is that, you know, you don't have to beat yourself up about something that you did. And sometimes you slip back into those old behaviors, or you go back to someone who is supposed to be in your past, because you have to remind yourself like why they're there, or why you've evolved past that. And so, yeah, so for me, you know, shifting away from that and being like, okay, like that's not working. You have to face the like scary shit, which are your feelings, which is sitting with yourself and being uncomfortable, and being comfortable being uncomfortable, and being alone. And it's like, but I can feel so much more connected to the power in learning how to do that than drinking, than going out and trying to numb my feelings and just be around a bunch of people, because it fills me up momentarily until the next day. So that's kind of my little lesson. And hey Amy, thanks. Hi Kaylee, what's up girl? And so being in Boise is really hard for me, because it was a place that I just really struggled with, like numbing myself and just being around like bad people that weren't serving me. And so I'm here again, and I'm not going to be here for that long. But yeah, So no matter where you are at, there's no excuses, because there's always really, really great people in your community that you can just like focus on, channel in, fill your schedule with, hanging out with these types of positive people in your life that are going in the direction you want to go. And so that's what I'm doing here. And I just kind of wanted to call myself out to make it accountable, or make myself accountable and have an accountable mindset, because one thing that's really worked for me, and one thing that kept me sober for 2 years, is posting on Facebook that I was going to be sober, or that I was like quitting drinking. And so if you have something that you want to accomplish that you keep moving away from or failing at, then I encourage you to share what your goal is and what your commitment is on the most public platform that you can, whether it's in some private like group with women only on Facebook, or I encourage you to try to step outside your comfort zone and not just do it with like a small group of your friends, because that's kind of dangerous if only like 1 or 2 people know about it, especially if they're your friends, because a lot of times our friends love us so much that they'll let us off the hook when we don't want to go to the gym, or when we, want to go out and spend money and get drunk, or whatever it is, right? If that's not in alignment, like a lot of times our friends will like validate our excuses or justify them, right? So yeah, anyway, that's what I wanted to say. So I meditated, and I don't know what it was about something that I read last night on this article I was reading, but I basically came to the conclusion that my uncomfortable feelings and everything that I'm feeling right now, and like all the pain and stuff, are really just messages that I'm not connected with myself, that I'm not connected enough with myself, with a capital S. And so I was like, okay, that's interesting, because I do know how to do that. I know how to reconnect with myself. So if you ever have feelings of depression, of anxiety, of loneliness, of not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy, stuck in your past, replaying situations on like, why the fuck did that not work out? What is wrong with me? If you ever have that kind of dialogue in your head, it's simply because it's just a message that your body, that your soul is trying to tell you that you aren't connected with yourself. And it's so easy to get back to that place, right? So it's not like this big like journey. Like sometimes it is, and it takes years, right? But it's very easy to reconnect with yourself if you have the right tools. And so for me, I woke up, I ate breakfast, I read a chapter from my book that I'm reading that's called Neuro-Linguistic Programming. It's some like sciencey type of book. It's really good. But anyway, then what did I do? Then I drank my exogenous therapeutic, I'm not going to say it because I'm not talking about my product anymore. But anyway, it puts your body into ketosis in an hour. So I drank that, and that made me start vibrating really high, because I drank it yesterday, but it didn't really work since I was hungover. And so what else did I do? And then I decided that I was going to do a yoga flow, and I did a yoga flow, and I just could like feel my soul coming back, and I could just feel like the heat in my body, and I could feel all of my body, and it was just like really beautiful, and I felt strong. And then I meditated afterwards, and in my meditation I kind of like set an intention of like, okay, sorry, my phone's gonna die. Okay, so I asked myself, like, what am I supposed to learn? What am I supposed to be doing? That was like my whole intention. Like, not like why is this happening, but like what am I supposed to learn from it? And so then I just got this really clear message that was like, it was like 3 different pillars. And so I think this is like gonna be part of my digital course that I create. So one is passion, one is perspective, and one is relentless work ethic. And I think that, I don't know if I'm going to call it that, but the third one definitely has to do with execution, and managing your work and your hours and how you execute things. So to me, 1, if you don't have passion, you can't do anything at all, especially if you're building a business, and whatever you do, it's going to feel like shit. And then 2, perspective, like life. What's so weird is that like the life around you and like your reality is literally just the meanings that you attach to the shit that happens to you. And the meaning that you attach to the relationships that you have. And that's what creates your world. So if you don't like your reality, 1, you could take immediate action and change it, or you can simply just like learn how to look at things differently and attach new meanings. So I think that's a very powerful thing when you're trying to change your life or create a business. And then thirdly, You can't get anything done with just like a bunch of woohoo stuff and no actual execution and relentless work ethic. So to me, those three are like the most important things. And then even below that is like, to me, what I believe to be the foundation of your life, and I think is always a great place to start if you're trying to be better, is health and fitness. So your health and fitness and your connection to your like soul or your higher power is the foundation of everything. And so to me, when I drink, I don't have that foundation anymore. It just disappears very quickly. Some people can do it once in a while, but I don't like having to get back. I don't like going back and forth between that place, because it's like health and fitness is like my, I don't know. It's my foundation, and I don't like losing it, even if it's for a day or even if it's for an evening. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to go live and share, because I know that a lot of us have uncomfortable feelings. I don't know what you all are going through. Some of you might feel like you're dying right now. You might feel really sad. I don't know what's going on in your personal life, but I know that my feelings that I had, I know I'm not alone. I know that other people go through that kind of stuff. And especially with everything that happened in Vegas, if you, there's a lot of energy around that. And I know that if it affects all of us, you know, as a whole in the world. And that can be like, that can be hard to like harness that energy and like carry that. So I just kind of wanted to go live and talk about like what you can do to positively impact the world when terrible things are happening, either in your world or in the world outside of you, which is our world, right? But anyway, so praying for everyone in Vegas, praying for everyone who was affected by that or is an empath and is just really, really feeling that, because I know I am. And that was another reason that I was just feeling kind of weird yesterday and not having a good day. And, you know, my mom was just like replaying videos on repeat of everything that happened there. And it was just a lot. Anyway, so it just makes me really sad to think about. So yeah, it's Wednesday and I'm going to go to a spin cycle class. And I'm going to work my business a little bit. And I'm very grateful today, because if you have gratitude for something going on in your life today, drop a prayer hands emoji in the comments. Drop a prayer hands emoji if there's something in your life today that you can be grateful for. Drop it in the comments below and let me know what you're grateful for today. So for me, I know that on days like this, on days like yesterday, I would have had to drag my ass into a day job or into my work. And those were the hardest days when I just needed like a me day or an emotional day. And because I work for myself, I can take that day and not be anxious or worried about having to like do something I really don't want to do. And so for that, I'm very, very grateful. I know that I'm not alone. I'm really grateful for my family. I'm really grateful for the freedom to do whatever I want and to live wherever I want, and the ability to move and start over wherever I want. So if you have something to be grateful for, drop a prayer emoji, prayer hands in the comments below. And yeah, so I think, hi Gabby, hey Lauren, what's up girl? So I think that's it. And yeah, I hope everyone has a beautiful day, and thanks for watching. And please hit the share button. If you share this video, comment shared in the comments below, and I'll give you a shout out first and last name. So click share and then comment below shared once you've shared this video. If you think it could help somebody or anything, just click share. So hi Sherry, how are you? I'll give people a little bit to click share and write it in the comments. Let's play with this for a little bit. Okay, that's definitely not cool. Oh look, happy birthday. That's distracting. Share, thanks Michael. Michael Stoyo, thanks for clicking share. These are cute, huh? Okay, I'll leave the hearts on here. Okay, hey Kia, what's up, girl? All right, so I hope everyone has a blessed and abundant day and know that you matter and connect, you know, sit in silence today. I encourage everyone who's watching this to just like sit with your thoughts, sit in silence, roll your eyes in the back of your head, focus on your belly going in and out and your breath, because I learned in terms of mindfulness, if you picture your belly button or your belly going up and down and you focus on the in breath and the out breath, it's literally impossible for your mind to think about a third thing. So if you need some help in mindfulness or meditating, that's like where I always started. So do that and like the answers will come to you. I know it's weird, but it works. Okay, so if you need some answers, some clarity of what to do or what you should be doing in your life, then sit with yourself, sit in silence, because we have so much noise and we're always reacting and we have so many beeps and dings and notifications that it is more important than ever to sit with ourselves and to see what comes up. So anyway, thanks for watching. Happy hump day.